The Lagos Sustainable Development Goals and Youth Alliance, SDGs, is the first government-initiated youth-led SDGs action in Nigeria. It is an avenue created for young people to engage, interact, and contribute ideas aimed at accelerating the delivery of the SDGs in Lagos State. Joining us on the show is a Nigerian actor, Jumoke Odetola, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Lagos State on SDGs, Olalekan Fatodu, and Florence Odetola via Zoom, popularly known as DJ Cuppy. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
You have been with us. All right, so let's talk about the alliance with the Lagos State and the Sustainable Development Goals. That's the youth initiative. What brought about this alliance? Why did Lagos State deem it fit to be a part of this?
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody, once again. The creation of the alliance is one of the tremendous works the Lagos State government is doing, particularly our able governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. We identified the fact that, we have a population of young people who have the intellect, who have the capacity, who have the potency to engage in different areas of development. And it is also interesting to know that many of them are actually been very active within the sustainable development space. But there is no platform to galvanize these influences and bring them forward. For government particularly to tap into this amazing pool of talent who are actually selfless to contribute towards the development of Lagos State. So it is our intention to convert that energy, that intellect to positive use, and to identify with them that, we can help to accelerate some of the objectives that they personally have in terms of development funds.
That's awesome. Are you ready?
All right, so some of the SDG goals have been criticized to be, we will say, the insincerity of government. So now you're partnering youth, you're working for government, trying to do, which one do you see as feasible that you're doing, that you're seeing the results and the government has been able to make realistic?
Thank you very much. Actually, the conversation around the trust deficit or insincerity of government that a lot of people talk about is actually the reason why this is created. Even though this initiative is initiated by the state government, it's totally run by young people. And we are approaching them, if you like, capping now to tell them that we identify what you guys are doing. Come and be a partner in progress. We saw what happened during the ferocious agitation that happened not too long ago. And we are looking at some of the issues that came out of that thing is the issue of paternalistic engagement with government. So now we are actually trying to terminate that paternalistic engagement and moving towards restoration of partnership that is aimed at addressing our development problem, where our young people who are doing so well will be at the center of this engagement. So if I need to address that issue more succinctly, I would say that in the part of the goals of the SDG, we have 17 goals, goal 17, partnership for the goals. This is our effort at building that partnership with people who will help us to attain these development goals. And we know that a lot of people, it's amazing how a lot of them, people like Jumoke, Cuppy, Joshua, a lot of them are saying that for the first time, they are seeing sincerity in the approach of government towards interaction with young people. And I think that is one notable thing in our, sustainability agenda. Similarly, around education, we can see what the government is doing in terms of intervention in technology, empowerment through some of our agencies like Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. And a lot of, very recently, you will see some, colorful fiber optic duct, around the city. That's part of the, effort of the government to improve access to technology, which will help us to advance our sustainability endeavors. Thank you.
Okay, so my question is for Jumoke and as well as DJ Cuppy, and it's that, usually there's a distrust between government and young people especially. They feel like there's this communication gap. They just don't get us. They don't understand where we're coming from. What would you say this relationship has helped you understand, and how has it helped the achievement of the SDGs for you?
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very good question. Okay, the SDG is Sustainable Development Goals. It's a UN initiative. It's a global agenda. It's a global goal. So Lagos State government is implementing or is working towards implementing it. It is about humanity. I'm very intentional about the things I get involved with. Very intentional. So this is about humanity. It's about the people. It's about what am I doing? What can I do to help within the space that I occupy? There are 17 goals. There is no way I can run the 17 goals. But there are some of these goals that I'm very particular about, which I have been doing within my space, which was why I was called. It's not like I know anybody in the government. It's not like I went to lobby for the position or anything. When I was called, that, okay, we see what you're using your platform to do regarding this aspect. We want to partner with you. And the aspect I'm very particular about are good health.
Okay.
Good health, which is the medical, good health and equality.
Yes. Gender equality.
Yeah, gender equality. The good health part. A lot of times when we talk about health, what comes readily to mind is ailment, sickness, but it goes beyond that. Mental health is one area we really do not pay much attention to, and this is very important. Because there is no way a nation can move forward. There is no way the people can move forward if they are not in the right state of mind. Okay, so this is one topic, this is one area I've been using my platform to educate people on. This is one part. I've made movies. I made a movie on it, on mental health. Because this is, people are going through a lot, a whole lot. And then that's why you really can't blame people when their perspective about something is different. Because you don't know what is eating them up. You don't know what, their background story. So that is also one part. Then the other part is gender equality. Yes, the girl child is exposed to so many things. This is one area that I'm very passionate about also. Then we talk about
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Let's communicate with Florence Odetola.
Okay.
Good morning, Florence Odetola.
DJ Cuppy.
Good morning. Should I call you DJ Cuppy?
Hey, absolutely.
How are you doing today?
Good. So I just wanted to what you asked. It's a phenomenal question, and there has been a lack of trust between obviously the young people of the country and the government. And I just want to emphasize the best part of this whole project is the fact that it is not Lagos State SDGs Alliance Program. It is Lagos State SDGs Youth Alliance Program.
Yes, yeah.
Now, it shows the fact that the state has taken that initiative to ask the young people, what do you think? What are your struggles? Because we all know the young people are tomorrow's leaders. Now, personally, as mentioned by Jumoke, there are certain, particular development goals that we're all passionate about. Mine is education, so much that I'm unable to join you in the studio because I'm preparing for my studies at Oxford University. And, my that I use my voice in order to just encourage young people. Education is great, knowledge is power, and there's so many amazing things the states are going to do for particularly young people. Again, this whole project, this alliance is for the youth. There's a phenomenal app that is just for the youth, and for the first time ever, young people will be able to give feedback on how they think the government is doing and what can be improved on.
All right, Cuppy,
this is groundbreaking.
Okay, so how long has this started, and what impact do you think it's beginning to have?
This is a very, very, very new venture. I came on board about 2 months ago, and this is the first time we're able to speak about it. Now, the impact for me, I think it's going to be groundbreaking. It's something that, like Jumoke mentioned, we are aligning ourselves with the UN development goals. Now there's 17 of them. We cannot do all of them. But I think that the impact, like I said, the fact that we do have a platform, and I encourage all young people watching this to join, the platform will be there to create opportunity for entrepreneurship, for mentoring, and like I said, communicate. Nigerians, we are so good at saying how we feel. And guess what? The government wants to hear it, the good and the bad.
Interesting.
So, Jumoke and DJ Cuppy, how do you plan to influence youth to take ownership of this? We see a lot of frustrated Nigerian youth thinking of alternative means to wealth. They don't have the time to bother about SDGs. So what are you doing? What are you going to do in your individual field to influence people towards this laudable goal?
Okay, first of all, myself and DJ Cuppy are the only two people in the entertainment space. There are many of us. We have Joshua Alade, we have some great people. Yes, and these are people who have been able to do things within their space to impact the community. I think Joshua got a scholarship, an international scholarship.
Yeah,
he was someone
scholarship to study for his master's in sustainable development goals.
Awesome.
And we have another lady, very vibrant and proactive lady, Doyin Ogunye, who has been doing so much. She recently got very huge, support from an international corporation that is domiciled in Lagos State to be planting trees and be improving the environment in Lagos State.
Awesome.
And this has got nothing to do with Lagos State government. Yeah. So the Lagos State government is actually extending further hands of fellowship to these people.
Young
that
people.
we are ready, we are committed to partnering with you. By so doing, we move from this, sometimes agitation to understanding ourselves better.
Does that have anything to do with someone who listens?
Yeah. So my governor is a listening governor, very proactive and so much in love with young people, especially young people. I am happy to say that we are actually developing a society of new think tanks, new tribes of development advocates who will change the face and the journey of prosperity in Lagos State.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, to buttress what he has said, these other people are not people in the entertainment space. They didn't go to lobby to get this position. They were identified by virtue of the service, the selfless service
that they've been given.
So we have Nigerians are creative people. The youth are wonderful people. People are doing things. So I think the first thing the government has been able to do right is identifying with us.
Good.
That's a good step to a good direction.
Yeah.
So this would also encourage people to know that, okay, within your space, you can do something and be spotted out. Like these people
Absolutely.
now, they are getting...
Can I just add on to that, because you're speaking so well about it. And, again, this was an opportunity I was approached to engage in, not due to the fact that I play music for a living, but due to the fact that, I have done so much work with the Cuppy Foundation, which has become a very, very large operating charity. It's something that I started a few years ago. On a daily, we feed about 70,000 children in Borno State. And this is something that I do because I want to do it, something that I do because I believe in tomorrow's leaders. And so I am not here in any form, to be a celebrity or at all someone that is necessarily using my platform to promote or PR the government. This is something that I believe in. And I think there was very much intensive and particular selecting when it came to who was part of this. And this is something that, is not going away. We're going to stand by it. And it's not just an announcement. We're going to do the groundwork. And I think that was very important to stay.
Thank you so much, Cuppy.
I am as much a philanthropist as I am a musician.
All right. Miriam, go ahead.
Yes, so Mr. Fatodu, I would just like although Jumoke has said this alliance is quite fresh, but I'm wondering if in the short time that you have aligned yourself with them, what would you say that, thankfully we did this because now we see it better? Are there any one or two things you would say, the moment we collaborated with them, you were able to understand this better and even do better because of that collaboration?
It's really so amazing, so phenomenal. I don't want to mention figures, but I would say even Jumoke sitting next to me here, we were out about 3 days ago, and impulsively, you know, she did so many things that are so amazing, you know, to support development instantly. Even though we are looking at sustainability. And immediately she was interacting with, you know, we went to a primary school, and she was like, if I did not have this opportunity, this kind of exposure, to connection with things that are happening, I wouldn't be able to connect to, you know, contribute in this other. The same thing, DJ Cuppy. She, you know, she's made some, you know, commitment towards advancing some of the projects around sustainability. And, you know, let me add this one. When we started this, we have some of the volunteers on this platform. They help us with analytics and all of those things to understand the conversation, how it is going on digitally amongst young people. Just yesterday, we recorded over 6,000 searches around Lagos SDG youth, around what, you know, the initiative is all about. So basically, we are gathering momentum, and I believe that this is the journey that we want to take. And let me actually say something. You guys have been doing so much in terms of galvanizing and discussing issues around sustainable development.
Thank you so much, sir.
And I thank you so much. And we also welcome you on board. That can be a category for you.
Okay, no problem. We have our categories already, but I want to ask this final question before I let you go, sir. What is the roadmap of the government? We have 17 sustainable development goals that we need to achieve before 2030. Are you just waiting to see young people who are taking 1, 2, 3, or you have a plan to ensure that the 17 are all catered to?
Okay, fundamentally, the Sustainable Development Goals itself is a very ambitious goal.
It is.
We have 17 goals covering environmental sustainability, social inclusion,
gender equality,
education. We need to safeguard our community and all of that. But the advice that has been given to us is to look at how we can effectively localize and domesticate these problems.
Fantastic.
So we have our peculiar problem in Lagos State, and this is where connected with our themes agenda. That is the development agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So that has been connected effectively with Sustainable Development Goals, and we are working really every day. Everybody across MDAs are working to ensure the attainment of the SDG in Lagos State.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olalekan Fatodu. Thank you, Jumoke Odetola. Thank you, DJ Cuppy. Thank you so much. And we hope and wish the government and the Youth Alliance the best in this. That's all we can take for today. Join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye.